Hey, I'm Courtenay Taylor, and you're watching PokeCollection. I'm gonna watch it too. One take, Taylor. Let's go. I did face cap for Fallout, and that's very common now to have a camera in the room while you're doing. It used to be for just kind of lip flap matching, but it's gotten much more into facial recognition and likeness use, which is an interesting topic.
Welcome back to New Zealand. We saw you back in Wellington, but we were so gutted that we didn't get an interview then. We're glad to have you now. And what have you been up to since you've been away and come back?
Well, we're getting ready for Fallout. That's been most of it, really. It's been 3 months, I think, since Wellington, and so put the sort of final touches on that, and coming back here and eating my way through New Zealand like I do. I'll tell you all about what I ate for dinner last night.
Actually, I do want to talk about something that you've eaten. I saw your Instagram post the other day, and you went. I was actually going to recommend this place, but you already went there. The dessert place. I was going to say I love my food. Everybody knows this. They just sigh every time I mention it. But I was going to say it looked really good. And
not only have I been there, I've been there twice. And I think it's 2 times in 3 days, and I've brought friends.
It's really good. It gets packed really quickly. So you had a rhubarb thing. What was the other thing that you had last time?
Last night we had the it was stuff that, this is how you know it's a good restaurant, when they will tell you to order something and you're like, I don't like any of those things, and you trust them and you order that thing, and then it's amazing. So they were like, we have this thing, it's apples and cinnamon and prunes, and I was like, I like none of those things. And so I had one of my friends order it, and I ordered the rhubarb and vanilla extravaganza, and I ended up eating all of his because it was so good. I was like, let me get that prune thing. I'm like, it's really good.
All right, so Fallout 4, obviously the release is coming up 10th of November, I think. It must be such a relief to finally be able to talk all about it. How's it, are you looking forward to it?
Oh yeah. I mean, it's bittersweet because, I mean, we've pretty much wrapped it, and so part of me is like, it's gonna be so great to be able to have it out, and the other part of me is time progresses and you're like, okay, then I don't get to do this anymore. So I mean, I would come back and do more anytime they want me to, but I am super excited to see people's reactions. I want to know what people think. I hope people love it as much as we loved working on it, and I think it's just gonna, I mean, it's a huge game, and it's gonna be a huge gift. And it's like I was saying, it's like giving your friend or watching your friend open up something and you know they're going to love it. And so I want to just get people's reactions.
Well, it's such a big franchise, and congratulations on the work there, because I heard that you did, well, last time you came, actually, you mentioned that you did so many phrases, but you were still recording more at the time. Is that right? So obviously in that time that you've been since away from New Zealand, do you know a final sort of count on how many phrases there are? Because there was a ton of them.
The final word, I think, was 13,000 in the game, but we recorded, not every single one was perfect, strangely enough, the first time out the gates. So I mean, we spent a lot of time recording stuff that I'm sure either didn't get into the game, lines that had slight adjustments, there's just like any other form of entertainment, there's editing and stuff. So, but it was two years and one session. I think we did July 12th, 2013 was my first day.
That could have been an earthquake.
Earthquake or zombies. We don't know.
We'll find out soon. Yeah.
I'm fine with either. I grew up in San Francisco. We have both. Now I lost my train of thought because I'm terrified of the zombies. We finished up July 13th, 2015, and then we had one session after that on August 14th.
Right, okay.
So it was just about 2 years worth of work.
If that's something that you guys are interested in doing, all the theater classes that I was in theater school are the ones that I'm like, why didn't I pay more attention when we were supposed to be animals? Because I spend a lot of time voicing animals now. And masks class where, all the physicality, voice and speech, whatever. Now I'm like, oh God, why don't I, so I had to go back and fill in all the cracks of the stuff that I slept through. So pay attention, pay attention.
So in terms of the protagonist development, have you played the previous games, by the way?
No, I have not. I have walked through and but I haven't sat down and played because it would take me probably 6 to 7 years to actually get through the game. I'm a very slow learner.
It's been a very long process, hasn't it? So we from what I understand from the games, previously anyway, the character development has been not as developed, like it doesn't progress as much as many people hoped. Do you see that your development as a character within the game is quite established? Is it quite obvious?
The choices for the player are insane. So I think the character development it's in the player's hands. I'm just voicing your choices. I'm hopefully, Brian and my contributions are that it's a more immersive experience, and that will help the character development. But I think it's definitely a huge and intense experience, and I think the writing and having the voiced protagonist will allow for a deeper and wider development. I think people will be, I know there's been some trepidation about having a voiced protagonist, but I think people will be pleasantly surprised that it makes a difference in a way that they didn't expect, but are hopefully it'll take it to the next level for them.
I wish that take, I pick things apart.
I wish I would know the context.
Yeah.
Right.
So there are moments of badness in probably everything, just because either all the information wasn't there or whatever, but even the bad ones you learn from, if I hear a crap accent that I did, I'm like, I gotta go back and fix that for the next one.
I know, so.
I have Mayla Lee passing by right now.
And
This is
and
gonna be the
this,
best.
I've had to hang out with this kind of riffraff the entire time I'm here.
Sorry, my
You know, not funny, not good looking. I mean, it's these conditions are untenable. Who can do any kind of work in this?
I know, right? Oh goodness.
Hey,
He loves everything.
hey, move up. Don't be,
You don't even follow.
Oh my gosh, come here. This has been the
is
highlight of my, you guys have to, this is the highlight of my trip, right here. Right here.
You trollop.
You can call me anything you want,
You
Bernie.
hussy. You.
Oh wait, you come here too. Sean,
Oh, Sean.
come.
This
Come,
woman
come.
is dangerous.
Look at
and you
these,
know that.
look at these people I have to hang out with here.
I'm
I
liking
mean,
the way this is turning out.
Come
right
on,
now. This is
I know.
brilliant. Oh, I'm aside, by the way. Nice to
I
meet
know.
you.
He's like, I'll be.
Take
Please.
your time because I'm getting warmed up
Bye,
here.
Sean.
How's your tush?
Okay, now things are getting crazy. He just talked about my tush.
Oh, really?
It was just a question.
It is high and tight, and you can bounce a quarter off of it. How about that?
Why use money that way? Anyway, certainly nice to.
Are you getting all of this?
We could have a.
This
is
is
a-
cons.
This is brilliant. This is
Yeah.
I've not
That
had
was pretty
before.
sweet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
Fantastic.
That was not about a roster.
Today's been very, very strange in terms of interviews, the
Yes.
way they're going. So I'm liking the way they're going. So fantastic. Okay, well before you go, obviously you work on.
I'm just watching the camera.
Are you okay?
Spin around. I hope this is all going in. Yes,
is gonna
thank you.
go
That
in,
is
don't
mine.
worry, don't
Yes.
worry, don't
Okay,
worry.
excellent.
Okay, so obviously you voiced characters on the regular show. We have to ask about Pokemon, and you did mention that you don't know much about Pokemon. Would you ever maybe do something for Pokemon in terms of the TV anime series? Or
Sure,
you would?
absolutely. I haven't actually gotten to do any anime, so I would be happy to try expanding my repertoire. And I spent some time with Veronica Taylor, and she is lovely. So if I could work with her, I would be more than happy to do that because we hung out in Wellington. And you know what I loved? Actually, here's my Pokemon moment. My favorite part of one of my favorite parts of Wellington was doing a voice acting panel with Veronica and watching very large Maori guys crying in the back row because they were so happy that she was there, like tears streaming, and I was just like, that is the allure of Pokemon right there.
I fully agree. Actually, these guys had to. I had an interview with Veronica Taylor. I was really lucky for that. I had to really hold back very, very very strongly. It was
Super
very difficult.
emotional, right?
I really almost could have given away. I told her before, I apologize if anything happens. If anything happens, it's just out of my control.
It
But
was
it's-
so
it's-
cute.
she's like my childhood hero, so.
Yeah, I looked over and one of the guys was like, "Oh, that's my brother," and he's like 6'5" or whatever, and he's taking a Kleenex out and like, I just love you so much.
Oh, well, we know you have to go soon, so thank you for taking the time to sit here. I'd love
Absolutely.
to see you back in Wellington.
Yeah.
If you're ever back, let me know. We'll go out for some more dessert and
Yes.
we can eat a few
More
portions.
dessert.
Yeah,
Milsa, I love you.
Yeah,
Thank
cool.
you so much for
No
having
worries,
me.
Thank you very much.